Holy mackerel. Look at it. We're halfway through the course and I'm still wearing the same clothes. It's amazing. But my wife's going to have me take a shower as soon as I get home. All right, enough about me. This is a critical week for you, not only because we're at the halfway point, but because you have a little something called the midterm exam. All right, by now you've already done 3 case analyses. This week will be your 4th case analysis, your 4th discussion, however your first exam. And your first exam is going to cover all of the material inclusively from week 1 through this week. Okay, and it's going to be a multiple choice exam, possibly with an essay. Don't want to give too much away, but you need to be prepared for anything. Now, they have plenty of time to take the exam, so be sure to check the timer when you come in. Do not stop for any reason. Do not click out, or you're going to have to come back at a later time and start from the beginning. All right, so you remember last week we talked a little bit about how sales managers recruit people, the right people for the right job. Well, this week, once they're in the door, sitting there nicely in the classroom, wondering what the heck it is they're supposed to be doing, you're going to learn a little bit about the training regimes, and that is one of the most critical aspects of any sales job. How well you are trained will basically guide you when you get out in the field, when there's no safety net, when there's no mentor with you, when you are basically on your own. Be it in the field, knocking on doors, making cold calls through the telephone system, or contacting people online. Now remember, the sales game has changed dramatically because more and more sales are being conducted online these days. So it sets up almost a third wall here. You don't generally get to see the customer directly. And without these visual cues, the customer basically has to go on the tone of your voice and the amount of knowledge that you know about the product or service that you're trying to sell them. Now, part and parcel to that is learning all about the products. So that's why it's critical to have a competent, professional, in-house sales training force. So because they know the mission of the company, they're able to talk to these sales reps on a one-on-one basis. And the sales manager is critical in helping to shape the training program and regime for each one of those new sales reps. The last thing a company wants to do is to unleash a sales rep on the unsuspecting public who is ill-trained or doesn't know the products or services. Now, more and more these days, many companies are seeking to offload some of this type of training to third parties. Well, that has good and bad aspects to it if you think about it. You can save an awful lot of money by packaging all of your training materials with an outside source. However, remember, it's an outside source. They're not 100% invested in what the company's doing like you are or should be. So the good sales manager will spare no expense up front to make sure that the tools necessary for the training of the new sales reps are not only there, but are repeated, because only through practice and repetition will a sales rep become good at what he or she does, and then and only then will they have the potential to cut through the noise out there, contact the person, the potential customer, break down the resistance, make the sale, and then do the follow-up after the sale. Enjoy this chapter. Good luck on your case analysis, and more to the point, good luck on the midterm exam. See you next week.